Hello, everybody. This is James Johnson, and welcome to the Alkaline Oxygen Network. We're guests of Pastor David Patan, and we have here today Sister Phyllis and Sister Julie.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you all for having us.
And we're all fans of the Alkaline Oxygen conjure water machine.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Do you all drink the conjure water? Or?
Love it. I don't drink anything else but that.
I do as well. I drink it as well.
And I do the same. As I always say, I always have my little jug of water that I take with me, to work.
Container with me.
Absolutely.
Everywhere I go.
Everywhere.
We purchased the machine for my family, my mom, my dad, brother, sister. We've even gotten our church to purchase a machine.
That's awesome.
And, we've been freely giving the water to the different church members. I'm a big fan of, of actually trying to help others. If you see your mother, your grandmother, brother or sister, or somebody that's in need, the water is actually an agent to help. Jesus went around trying to heal people.
Absolutely.
So, drinking the conjure water is actually a great thing.
Absolutely. It goes along with that scripture as Christ told us one of the last things he said was, love one another as I have loved you. And, if we love ourselves, we love our neighbors as ourselves, we will want to see them healed, and healthy and happy and living that abundant life that God has promised us in his word. And one of the ways we can do that is living a healthy lifestyle. And so that we can be about our Father's business. And the Kangen water certainly is a major part of that.
Do you feel any benefit or see any benefit from drinking?
Oh, yeah, I do. I can tell you, I have two major stories, but I'm going to try to keep them short. And I have a lot of little things that's happened to me. One of the big things was I was a Coca-Cola person.
Oh, in the morning, every morning,
I love Coca-Cola. I was the type of person that when you wake up in the morning, you're not feeling that, I'm not a morning person. Oh, I got to get up, I would go downstairs to the refrigerator, pop a Coke, not just any size Coke, not a little 6 ounce or an 8 ounce, I'm talking about 12 ounce, and it would get me going, During my lunch break, instead of eating food, I would drink a Coke. Dinner time, drink a Coke. Yeah, I truly was addicted to it. Now, I would drink water believing that it was offsetting the soda, but actually it was adding to the, the Coke as well. So, a few years ago, Pastor introduced the water to the congregation, Pastor Patan, he's my pastor. And, I was like most people, oh, come on, Pastor, water, So he invited me to a demonstration. I couldn't make the first one, but I did, however, make the second one. And it was myself and my husband. And he was talking about the water, and as he is, cool and calm, collected as he is, that's Pastor, he's poured me water. I'm like, he said, okay, have some water. I'm drinking the water, and we're just talking. And all of a sudden, I have to excuse myself. Within 10 minutes, have to excuse myself. And I'm like, okay, come back. He refills my glass again. 10 minutes later, I'm gone again. Okay, now that's just 2 glasses. And so I didn't have any more for a while. And I kept going. And I'm like, oh my goodness, and then fill my glass. And so it was just on, and I was amazed. So he began to give me the water for free, sharing the water, as, a pastor does, wanting to make sure that his flock is fed as well with the word and physical health. If we want to do what God has told us to do, we need physical strength as well as spiritual strength. So he began to share the water. And so I started drinking it, and I don't drink Coke anymore. And I'll tell you how bad I was. I didn't drink any other type soda.
How many Cokes did you drink a day? 3?
Least. That was my least. That was the least amount. That was the least amount. And I'm being very honest. I could not go a day without drinking Coke. Seriously. And 20 ounces is like 8 ounces to me.
So you weren't just a casual drinker. You were pretty much
every day. Every single day. And I think it's only because of the grace of God that I have not ruined my entire system. And I think maybe it's because now looking at it in hindsight, I was to be a testimony for this very fact. Because I drank so much Coca-Cola, it was just unreal. I was truly addicted. Now it's been 3 years since I've drank a Coke.
Well, here's another question. So you're talking about yourself, but you also have a family, correct?
I have a family.
So did you teach your family to drink Cokes?
Oh, teach them to drink Cokes? No, not really, because actually my children were not allowed to drink sodas until they were in their teens, basically. And because I did it that way, they really don't drink a lot of it today. They might have some occasionally, but they're not really avid soda drinkers.
Now you can drink the water that eagles drink. Alkaline, oxygenated, microclustered water. Come to Whole Water headquarters at 2135 Washington Avenue and pick up your case of 16-ounce bottles of 9.5 alkaline oxygenated water. Now you can stop disease in its track in your body. See you soon at Whole Water headquarters, 2135 Washington Avenue, New Orleans, Louisiana. Phone number is 504-701-4711. That's 504-701-4711. Change your water and change your mind.
Now, I've had some effects of it, but in all, I can say, it's really done my body very well. Another big case in point for me, personally, and I like to tell my testimony because it truly, truly is a testimony. I was a person that I'm not sickly as, this and that and the other, but I did have one ailment that strict me like nobody's business. I would have bad sinus attacks all during the year. Sinus here, sinus there, taking the medication for the sinus. Nothing else could get rid of it except, sinus medication. But twice a year, every year consistently, I would have it so bad that it would cause me respiratory distress. I've gotten pneumonia several times.
Pneumonia?
I've had pneumonia and bronchitis at the same time. And they were wondering how I was still walking around. And I laugh and tell them, oh, it's the Coca-Cola, because when I felt bad with this stuff, I just drink me some Coke, right? But every year, I would have that at least twice a year. And it was debilitating because it would take me so long to recover. After the initial part had left, it would take me so long to regain my strength back, to be energetic, to get going. I did it because I had to, I had to work. I had children, so I had to be a mother. I had a husband, so I needed to be a wife. So, my mind was, I have to do it. But physically, I was just torn up just from that sinus. And I haven't had a sinus attack since I've been drinking the water.
So you could directly associate not having those attacks by not drinking the Cokes anymore and drinking the alkaline water.
Just drinking the water, period, has cleaned my lungs and my sinuses. The oxygen in the water, it goes throughout the body and it purifies all the toxins and all those impurities in your body that causes these diseases to come upon us, and it has cleared that. I haven't had one since. Now, there have been occasions where it's tried to come, and all I do is
drink the water.
Go drink the water.
And
drink
your
it.
complexion is pretty too.
Thank you.
Both of you all look beautiful,
Clear, it's clear.
Thank you. But it was really, really it was horrible. It wasn't good at all.
So it's no fun being sick?
None at all. None at all. And everybody could tell when I was sick because my eyes would get watery. I was walking around, I was in pain. I couldn't lean up, couldn't lean back, just all the back of just really, really bad. And it just caused so many problems. But now, thank God because of the water, it's clear. It's
So
clear.
no medications. I mean, just drinking the water
Just
pretty much detox you, and it
drinking
took
the
away.
water.
It slowly took away the taste of the craving of having to drink a Coke all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Which you could pour Coke over a battery, and it eats up the acid and all of that stuff.
Wow. Wow. I didn't know that until a few years ago when someone told me. I'm like, what? And that's why I can say that it's truly because of God that I don't have any other issues with me for the amount of Coke that I drink. If it can clean battery,
You're lucky
And
you
a-
didn't ruin your kidneys.
right. I did have issues with my legs, and I think it directly resulted in the Coke. That's where it went to. And it's a whole bunch of things. God gives us wisdom, and when we see things in hindsight, it's because I'm a dancer, and I love to dance, and I do the liturgical dance for the Lord. And that's where the Coke struck me at. See, the devil is out to kill, steal, kill, and destroy
That's right.
us. And Pastor say, not just kill us. He wants to annihilate, remove any measure of us ever being here. And so, for me, giving praise and worship to God with my dance, it struck me where it would hurt the most. And I've had to have 2 surgeries on my knee, but it hasn't stopped me yet because I know the water is progressively,
And
healing that.
there's a lady at work. She's been not drinking water, and I haven't told her about the alkaline water or anything. But she pretty much told me that she was going through a lot of stress at work, and she wasn't drinking water. And she ended up having some severe leg problems, which she still has now. And she was going to a therapist, and the therapist told her, you have problems in your leg because you're not drinking water.
Wow.
So your body knows that water is not being you're not ingesting water. So your vital organs really need the water, and it's going to pull the waters from the organs that don't really need it, and then you end up having knee problems and all kind of other things.
Right. You dehydrate your body, and the organs in your body, they begin to literally shrink. They dry up because there's no moisture. And so we need to replenish our bodies with water. Our bodies are made up of 75% water, and our brains and all that. So the oxygen needs to flow, the water needs to flow. And the wonderful thing about the alkaline water is the oxygen goes through the whole system. It doesn't just sit on the stomach. It just goes through the
Because
body.
it's pure oxygen.
Right.
And you need that.
Everywhere. You need that
More than
everywhere.
You-
Right.
I know when I was drinking it, first started, you could really feel the water just going down your stomach, and you could just feel like a refreshing.
Refreshing.
Very refreshing.
It really is.
And I can't drink another water. I can't drink any other water.
No.
I went on a vacation and didn't have my machine, and I almost went nuts. I just couldn't. It was.
Sister Julie, I know you've been drinking the water too. Have you been having any benefits from drinking?
Oh, I love the water. I love it. I can feel a difference in my body. I have so much energy.
A good feeling.
Oh, very good. I sleep good at night. I just have energy. I just feel so energized. And I wouldn't go back to anything else. I don't drink Kool-Aid. I don't drink soft drinks. Nothing but the water.
Now, a lot of times when the Lord gives us knowledge and good things, He holds us responsible for informing others. Do you all inform others of how good the water
I
is?
let everybody know.
Yes.
And everywhere I go, I have my little container of water with me, and I let them know this is our alkaline water.
Yes.
And sometimes, it's a real simple thing, drink this water and your physical ailments will decrease and it would eventually go away. My wife was diagnosed with Crohn's, and for about 2 years she's been drinking the water. We went back, the doctor did the test again, and he said, your wife doesn't have Crohn's,
Right.
And, she was asleep when the doctor said that, but, I always had to go back to her, and I was like, you don't have Crohn's, stop saying that.
Right.
The water has actually put her body in a mode of being able to repair itself. A lot of people want to say, oh, we came from a big bang, there is no God. But our bodies are so complicated, it can literally heal itself.
Right.
You cut your finger, God designed your finger, whereas if it's cut, it's going to heal itself. So your whole body, if you put the nourishments in that God said to put in, it's going to restore its body. You don't, you know, you don't have to have no prescriptions.
Absolutely.
You know, Adam and Eve didn't have to have prescriptions.
Right.
You know,
Right.
God designed that body in His image
To be alkaline.
to be alkaline.
Right, and
Oh,
that's
it's so simple. All you have
Right.
to do is drink the water.
right, right.
Drink
And that's the
water.
name, the Kangen water. It means back to the original.
Right.
And that's the way God made us originally, to repair ourselves. We wasn't created to die. He didn't create us to die. We weren't meant to die, to live. That's why our body can do that.
Well, this book that I'm reading by Kevin Trudeau, Natural Cures, on page 77 it says, your body, when your body pH is alkaline, you virtually can never get sick. So that's telling you right there, alkaline, you know.
Okay.
We have about 1 more minute before we have to go off, but
Okay.
are there any special things that you really want to say to the people out there who may be thinking about, you know, drinking alkaline, but, you know, just something that may help them make a decision?
Yeah, just try it. Just give it an honest to goodness try. It's just like Jesus said, try me, taste me, and see if I'm not, you know, who I say I am. Just try the water. And if for any other sake, you've drank pure, clean, fresh, oxygenated water,
Which tastes great.
which tastes great, and it does your body good. Just try it. Just try it.
Try the water.
Try the water.
Try the water. It sounds so simple, but
Right.
just try it.
Try
Try.
If you don't believe us, just try it.
Just try,
Try for
it.
yourself.
That's right. Try it for yourself.
You will.
We'd like to thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Still having reservations? Still skeptical about alkaline oxygen microclustered ionized water? Dr. Otto Warburg in 1931 discovered the real cause of cancer, acid in the tissues. The two causes are acidosis and hypoxia, too much acid and lack of oxygen. He also won 2 Nobel Prizes, proving that cancer cannot live in oxygen but thrive in an acidic environment. Dr. Hiromi Shinya designed and developed a tool used for colonoscopies, endorses and recommends drinking alkaline water. Dr. Horst Filzer, vascular surgeon and inventor of the stents for the heart, endorses and recommends drinking alkaline water. Dr. Dave Carpenter, chiropractor and researcher, along with many other doctors, endorse and recommend drinking alkaline water. Drink the right water and you will taste, see, and feel the difference. It's H2O, real water, with oxygen, water without chemicals, without pollutions. Put your doubts behind you and join the alkaline revolution. Call today for presentation, demonstration, and a free water sample. 504-701-4711. That's 504-701-4711.